system.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons, I can't remember what order it's all in, but one of the reasons is then that it was the doctor's fault. Then it was our systems down. I said, well, I spoke to the doctor this morning, and the doctor's got no record of you ordering anything. I told you where it was.
I know, but I forgot.
I said, I'm gluing it, so I can't do that and use it now, can I?
I know, I just need it one more time. I can't turn them things over.
No.
You will bother. Oh, why would I put it back in? Am I stupid or something? It has to be out.
Well, anyway, so he made every excuse under the sun. I just kept questioning. Am I not allowed to question anything?
Apparently not.
I mean, he's telling me I'm not on the system. And I'm saying, what do you mean I'm not on the system? And just because I said things like, you know, why do you fluffing things around, saying it's their fault, their murder, when it's...
I think that's what got their goat, you see. Saying that you blamed them.
Well, it went.
That's
Because
very good.
111 said there was no record of well ordering, so it must go on the whole of the NHS system. So if Go2Doc have it on their system when pharmacists record things, do you know what I mean? There's no good doing that, actually, on your phone.
No, I'll need it again anyway.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's recorded, it must be recorded everywhere, so that even what they said it's not been what I where the big beast is I've got it on record. Because when they start saying to head office, well, she said this and she did blah, blah, blah.
You weren't that, I mean, you didn't swear at them.
Well, first of all, I didn't swear, but I was adamant I wanted to know what had happened.
I know.
And anybody, do you know what, Kirsty? Anybody else would have done the same thing. What they have to remember, Kirsty, this is my life they're fucking with.
No. It is your
They know full well, Kirsty, that I had a heart attack, a massive one. That I had a heart attack, a massive one. And these things, these tablets I'm taking are important.
And they're saying this stuff to you.
And they're saying, they're getting offended because I'm saying, well, where's the stuff?
And it's not acceptable.
And apparently it's not acceptable. I didn't swear at them. I didn't go, well, you fucker, I didn't do any of that.
No, I think you're quite diplomatic.
I was very diplomatic. I was quite concise, and I wanted questions answered.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with me asking questions about, because what they were saying didn't make bloody sense. I'm not on the system, then I'm on the system.
Yeah.
Well, so I said, well, am I on the system? I'm not on the system. Now I'm allowed to ask that question because that is confusing. I'm allowed to say things like, if I was going there and they said what they said to you. Things like, you can't blame, I said, well, who else am I going to blame? It's on the NHS system that you haven't requested my stuff, so what are you playing at, what's going on? Now, had I been, I mean, what would you have done, Kirsty, if it was a bloke who really got nasty? What would they have done then? Oh, please. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't, they've done something bad, they know they're in the wrong. And when they're in the wrong, they've kept trying to get...
Hello again. My hands smell of metal.
Oh, yeah, but it comes on here, that. Well, like, if you're on the main brand, what's this look like?
I don't know. seen that before, but I don't know what it means.
Share to friends, feedback, talk, post, share.
Yeah.
Everything.
They've got like sharing an email or something.
Yeah, but I think it says share to friends, it just goes to Facebook.
Not necessarily.
No,
Sometimes.
I think it does. No, very.
No, I was saying that it will be an option. Just see anyway. When I try and share anything, it always says email and text and all this stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, it's hot. I'm so thirsty. I can't wait.
Share. Right, so it shares to LCS, overstock seller, customer services, create email,
Is it working?
or can send it to them by email.
Yeah.
YouTube,
That's
email,
what I
Messenger,
meant.
OneDrive, Samsung Cloud, Save to Drive, Skype, blah, 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 blah.
Skype.
Share is not viewed on nearby devices. Share live file.
Ich bin nicht
Gigabyte.
Ungar.
Send it to Samsung.
Oh mein Gott. Es ist
Yeah, so I need, that's the part that I need when I my letter. I've got to do this letter in such a way that it's not like war and peace.
Yeah.
That's the consequence. And I've got everything right now. All of it. I'll put it there because Tracy's going to break that again. I'll fix that.
Oh yeah, I know it. Thank you. Is that for me? You're so kind, Mama.
You have to be gentle. Right? If you leave there, so, you know, gentle with it.
I will.
So put it wide. Oh, no, no. Yes, no.
Oh, the slightest thing. So it's going in the bin. No.
Well, you see, these are supposed to be locked out super, but I don't think it looks things that like that. Obviously. Right, so I've gone off again. Not the might leave it tonight, leave it tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Let's relax now instead of going on about it when it's.
Yeah.
Shouldn't give it a rest for
I want to go, that's what it's
Goodbye.
say it to my face. I'm not gonna because it's best around the They've been nice about it. If you'd have gone in and you apologise, look, we're really, you know, we're really sorry. It's a mess up. You know, we'll make sure. I want to send that letter. Do you know that?
Yes, I do. We should tell them that.
And then you say, I'll tell them because she's been warning them she shouldn't send a letter to them. So anyway, it seems she's done that, you know. Apologise and all that, whatnot. See, that's the problem. Oh, there's my wife.
Fine.
Right, let's go then. Oh, it's me.
It's all your fault.
If they'd have just said, look, we're really sorry for mess up, not blaming anybody else, and not blaming themselves, they're not blaming the doctor's side, they're just saying, look, we're sorry about what they've messed up this time, but do all we can to make sure we can't get it. I want to send a letter.
I know.
It's crazy, but they're not learning. They're not learning that they can't attack people like that and ban them from their pharmacy.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, surely, if there's people on it, maybe it's like, not simple words, I don't know how it works, you see.
Yeah.
Because somebody's making money from prescriptions. So for, you know, for all the prescriptions they get, for all I know, might get money for 50 prescriptions, whereas now it's 49. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just don't get it. Why don't they just say, look, see, I like honesty in people, Kirsty. If they just said, look, screwed up, but it won't, we'll do it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Or we'll do our best for it not to happen again. whatever it is. Then I
Yeah.
go, oh, right, okay. And then I just forgot all about it. But to react like they do, giving me all this, first of all this crap that they put out. I mean, I can't believe it came out without what it came out with. We've had the prescriptions for ages and no, we've not got the prescriptions. Which is it? And
Makes it
again,
expensive.
you're entitled to say, well, which is it? How did you get the prescriptions or didn't you?
That's
I
right.
mean, where are they? Because when I came on Thursday, there was no prescriptions here, but you're saying now you've had the prescriptions for a long time. And that's where I was having problems. And I
Yeah.
said, with the attitude and the way that he treated me, I want to do a formal complaint.
Yeah.
But had they shit themselves and said, you know what, we hold our hands up, we're really sorry, and we won't make, you know what, it's not like I want everybody to beg to them. But come on, they screwed up big time. They can't then blame me. They can't blame the doctors or anybody else. They screwed up big time. It's their fault. Why don't just admit it? I know.
Yeah, that would be
makes
nice,
mistakes. How the hell she managed to make it, I don't really know. Because we spoke, she says, what do you want? And we went through the prescription. We went through each prescription. Each one that I needed. Now,
Yeah.
does that sound like somebody that's not putting something into a system?
No.
And we had a conversation about it. I said,
You did.
but, and then, but at no time will they accept blame, but it's meant for you, isn't it? You won't take the blame. Like you. Bang. Won't take the blame. I'm all for people.
The
to
girl
go,
is-
you know what, I hold my hands up. We made an error, we won't let it happen again. It wouldn't have even got this far. It wouldn't have got even you saying, right, I'm going to do a piece of reports and now we've made. Now, if that's what they're upset about,
Yeah.
then it's more fool them. Why don't they still, knowing you can turn up with a prescription, say, look, we're going to have to say something. And when you turn up, go, look, will you tell your mum
Uh-huh.
that they're sorry about it, that it's all gone wrong. Like I said, they're not blaming themselves, they're not blaming anybody. They're sorry it's all gone a bit pear-shaped, so to
Yeah.
speak. Tell your mum, we are sorry about it, and we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. That would have been it for me. I'm not a nasty person, Kate.
I know.
I don't take everything to the director of the company every time I get a chance.
I know.
But to take it this far is greater.
Do you want me to tell them that if they don't say anything?
You don't say anything that way.
You know, if they don't say sorry, do you want me to say, well, you just said sorry?
Sorry.
They probably won't.
Not
understand.
saying sorry.
No, me when I go.
No, I meant when you went. So why would you say you're sorry now? All you have to do, if you go in on Friday,
Yeah.
you can just say to them, do you know what? It's a pity you don't know my mother, because had you apologised for the mess up, not exactly blaming yourself,
Yeah.
but
That's what I'm going to say that. I'm going to say all
and,
this.
and you just say, if you'd just said, look, sorry about this, and we'll make sure, or try our best to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Do you know my mum wouldn't have sent a letter to me? So it's a pity, you know, and then walk away.
Not wait for.
Oh no!
Just make them think and then leave. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Just say, no smiling, no
Oh
what
no,
is
I'm going
going
to
on.
be serious.
You
Yeah.
just tell them what you've gone and say. You just take the prescription first, and then you look at whoever's giving you the prescription and just say, you know what, it's a pity you don't know my mum, because my mum wouldn't have sent anything to the head office, and she just said it was a mistake. We're sorry about what's happened. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again. But because you're stuck in this, and the way you spoke since,
It's happening.
she is actually sending it.
And then walk off.
In fact, just say
We got all that.
Just say it's in the post.
Okay, yeah, I
Or
will.
it's going to go in the post because I've just gone away now.
Probably will be by then.
Yeah, I've got to say that.
No, no.
Just say so she's writing it out now as we speak. And then just say, just go, just walk out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Got all that? Oh yeah, I've got it all.
Because I honestly am that way because
I know you are.
once it all calmed down and I thought, you should not do it. Because I don't like to take things like that.
I know.
It's not that it's
Right.
bad was. It's just that I thought we could have sorted it out in a better way than this because this isn't adults sorting things out. This is kiddies throwing the dummies out the pram.
Yeah, it is.
So okay, so if we want to continue doing that, I will follow over it.
Okay.
And she's writing it all down now as we speak. It's a shame really, and then just start to walk out. Now if we've got any gumption about it, we'll stop you.
Gumption. And shout at me.
No, we'll stop you and just say, oh we are sorry about this on this style, blah 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 blah. Say that, I'll tell them what.
Yeah.
But really, it'd be nice if you had them told her, but you don't tell her. So, I mean, they probably
Yeah.
won't stop you, but that's
Nah.
up to them, I'll follow it through. So, it's, the last chance is on Friday. That receptionist spoke to said, leave changing to-dos until after you've got the rest of the prescription. Alright?
Okay.
So it looks like what they've done to me anyway, this is what I think. That prescription that you've got today, they have held on to it for some reason. I've no idea why, I don't get why they would all do that, but they held on to it. No, they can't have done. Because they said they didn't get anything in the first place. Didn't they? No, you see, it's I don't know what, see I don't know what this woman was doing. You know, to me, what we were having a complete discussion. We went down. She says, "What do you need?" And I said, "Well, I'll have everything but and I read out the ones that I didn't want at the time.
Yeah.
And one of them being the paracetamol. Then discovered I really did need the paracetamol. That thing. So I read out the two things I didn't want, which was the statins. I was going to call them statins, and that's the thing.
Prorostatin.
Thing.
Yeah.
So why would we have this whole conversation and not put it through? Oh, according to that, just say we haven't got it and we get sorted out.
No.
So because it's handy, do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we'll change it. Well, we were already going to change, weren't we? So
We were.
really.
Yeah.
But it's just that if you hear anything out there, Kirsty, about me being slagged off, you make sure I know because I'll get them for slander.
We'll do
Right. Well, everybody hates me around here anyway for no reason whatsoever, so let's give them a reason to hate me. Eh?
Let's not. I'm waiting for my mum to come back in again. Okay, so somebody asked me, probably gone by now. Somebody asked me what book was. It's my journal, my diary. And here I was saying about Instagram and how I'd really like to use it more at the time. I have re-downloaded Instagram because apparently you can't post stuff via the PC version, which I think is very bad. If you're going to do a PC version, make all the features work. And I said that in big letters. See? This was all about the ears when I was writing about how I finally got them, and I drew a little picture here. Now that part has nothing to do with the ears. That's because I was saying how I wanted to post the pictures of me and the ears on Instagram. So I could be like a alternative sort of furry or whatever Instagram model. Because I like those. I've been following quite a few people on Instagram that were, you know, wear ears and stuff and awesome, unusual outfits like mine. Similar outfits to what I'm wearing right this second. I'll show you. I've got this one as well, which is my drawing pad. So I'll show you more of my art. So this is Big Fluff. He's having his his claws clipped there. It's a rubbish picture, that one, I'm sorry to say. And there's Little Fluff. How cute is that? Little Fluff. Little Fluff. Littly Fluff. Some of you haven't seen all my art, but I think he's the cutest thing in the world. I want a Fluff for real. I don't want to see that rubbish. Sometimes I don't like the pictures I draw, so I just stop drawing them. They're just rubbish. Bioro and Rue Beach. I don't like these at all. Oh, my lady's picture. They're like a big fat mafia boss. So cute. He's a really fat. So I'm doing like a little comic. So you got that one first. I'd like to do the whole comic, really, the stuff that happened before what happened in this particular scene. So this particular scene, they're in the car, so that was really rubbish. I drew a bigger every freaking time. It looked quite terrible. I didn't mean to. And then I drew this, and I coloured it yesterday. With the new colouring pens I got that are like watercolour pen type things called Arteza. So I decided to colour in some of my pictures, but I wanted to practice on one that I'm not really bothered about. So I wasn't really bothered about this one. This is supposed to be a commission for somebody and they didn't want it. They didn't say anything, they just didn't bother. They just didn't. They gave me a picture of their fursuit head and said, could you do that? So I agreed to do it, and they said, could you do me before they paid me? So I did that, and they still haven't paid me, so I watermarked the shit out of it just to make sure. Watermarked the shit out. So it's a really crappy quality photograph that I took, really dark, and you can still see what it was. And then I put my name all over it and watermarked the shit out of it, so they couldn't get even a free sketch. Well, they didn't like it or something. Well, they didn't pay me. They didn't even reply at all. They saw it instantly when I sent it to them. When I sent it to them, they saw it straight away. They saw my message, but they didn't ever bother to reply. So I'm presuming they're not going to have it. So I decided, well, I'll just colour that one because I'm not really bothered if I ruin it. Just to practice my new pens. I'll show you them if you want to see them. In just a second, I'm gonna show you the other one I coloured in. It's not really as colourful, but it's that. So it's like a reindeer sort of girl. And I thought it was cute, so I decided to draw it myself, and because I wanted to get in practice of doing other furries, other than the ones I usually do. I do it mainly for reference for poses, really. So I've never been very good with poses, so I usually get references for poses. And the more I do them, the more I remember them and store them up in my head, so then I'm able to just do them without having to copy it from a reference. So it happens to be my style, but I did copy that from another picture. And that is the colour scheme. I think. As near as damn it, I don't remember, it was a while ago, but I did it to what I remembered the colour scheme was. One of my favourite furry species is a reindeer and also a skunk, so I did that. And that guy you saw a minute ago was a squirrel. And then you've got this that I did. I really liked it. I think she didn't have wings, but I did the wings. Her furry's purple, so I'm gonna do that one next because I really like that one. And then I've got this. The falcon wolf is my species that I made up with a couple of people. Ain't it cute? I put little pads on it. So it's like a poodle fur, but it's got the poodle fluff, as I call it, and wings. Because it's apparently, I think it's called an open species, so they said you're allowed to draw them and customize them however you want to. So I have drawn this specifically for an adopt. So this one's going to be an adopt. They said you're quite entitled to draw them. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sell this one in the back as an adopt, as they're called. And if I'm able, I'll probably maybe sell that as an adopt. It's where someone adopts a fursona, so because they don't have an imagination of their own, they have to buy somebody else's fursona or furry art. They say, oh yeah, I like the look of that, I'll be that character, and then they purchase that. So usually people who either don't have an imagination to create a fursona of their own, or they just can't draw, so they use another artist to, ones that are either already done or they commission them for a custom look. I never had that problem. I've always had an idea of what furry characters I've wanted to be. I've never needed help. That's my current one. That's me. That's my fursona, and he's a falcon wolf and male. So that's my one. Let's have a look. Have you considered drawing a cartoon series, develop the story and the lot? Of course I have. I've told you many times. In fact, my last live stream was about it. It was going to be mafia themed. And my character here is going to be in it. I've also got another character series with normal animals, cartoons, normal animals rather than furries as well. So I've got one with furries and one with normal animals. I told you. Maybe you didn't see that live stream, but I think you were there. I said I was going to become the new Disney. I said I was going to be the next Disney, and I was going to develop these stories, and I was going to do it first with just pictures and comics and books, and then I was going to develop it into cartoons, and then film cartoons, and then maybe even live cartoons. But of course it won't be for kids. It'll be for adults. I'm sorry, I meant work its own channel. I know what you meant, actually. You said the wrong word, but I actually knew what you meant, so that's pretty good. I can predict what people are saying now, even when they make mistakes. Because I know the English language so well. So I know what people are trying to say, even when they say wrong thing. It's hard with foreign languages, though. If you make a mistake, you get even more confused. You know, even if you're learning that language and someone makes a mistake, it's like... Although I can even detect mistakes in foreign languages, to be honest with you. Because I know the grammar now, and I know the wording. And I got taught the correct terms for things. And then if I looked at other language books, I'd think, oh no, that's not right. And I could correct mistakes even in a foreign language book. Even if I don't fully understand the language. Spell checker kills me. Well, it could be autocorrect. That's the problem. Spell check's pretty good. Where's the strain? There it is. This will be going all nice and soggy. Well, I was hoping to do this cartoon series and shit, but oh no. Stop it. Stop it. But like, why can I do it all alone? I might need help. Surely I can't do it all myself. I mean, you should do pictures for Eugene. A dog furry in the US Marines. You could call him Devil Dog. That would look amazing. He would have to tell me what animal he was. Well, you know, what dog breed. That would be a good idea. But I'm afraid I'll have to charge because, you know, I gotta make money, you know. I can't do stuff for free. I don't think he'd suit a bulldog. Maybe a Rottweiler or something. Eugene sounds like a sophisticated gentleman. I can? You mean do it all myself? I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to start it. Like I say, I need animators. I'm not really great at animating. I mean, I can do it a bit, but it takes too long, so I need like people to do it for me, to help me at least. Like I could just draw the illustrations and somebody else could do the animations. But of course that costs money. And where the hell would I get the money to invest in such a business? Oh my god. That's not going to explode, is it? This one was explode, is it? This one was okay. Can you hear that crackling? You don't think it's going to explode, do you? You don't like the sound of that crackling? You don't think it's going to explode, but you never know. Patrons. And where do I get patrons from? I've had a Patreon account for so long. And how do I get patrons to believe in my what do you call it, busyness idea? Nobody's believed in it so far. I've advertised. And it says on my Patreon, it says I'm writing a book and I want to turn it into animations and series and films with my characters. I've said all what I'm planning on doing and yet nothing. From here, PayPal. No, your art. Huh? What do you mean? Alright, well if you're some rich people that can Patreon my become patrons. You're disgusting. Hang on. Do a channel just for your art. Sell it. Don't sell my channel. It was stop doing this. It's not out of the range. Or is it this time? It was stop doing this. It's not out of the range. Or is it this time? Better check. You're right. Well, we'll sell it. Oh, you said it right. And I've been doing this for many years. Right. And I've been doing this for many years. And nothing. I've been doing this for many years. The only thing that sells is... Just kidding. The only thing that sells is... this. would do better as a prostitute or a stripper or something, you know. I could be rich by now, you know.
Oh, honestly, I didn't mean to disturb you. Do you know what annoys me about all this? Think about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, of course, I know. It's
It's like,
ridiculous.
what is wrong with it? Who did he work for? Who do these people work for, Kirsty? NHS.
Yes.
They give out prescriptions to patients that we know have conditions. Yeah?
I know.
So, why aren't they more understanding? That's what annoys me about these people.
Ich bin nicht
If he was
hungry.
morons who just works in an office,
Their teenage
why
angst.
they've got no information. We just know people or what's that? Anyway, sweetheart, is it easy, sweetheart? Tell me what your problem is. What have you forgotten?
I've not forgotten anything. What happened is, he was in his bed, but I told him off for licking his arse, and he just got out for some reason. And then you've come in and seen him out, and now he's mithering so that you'll probably give him something, but don't. He's had a million treats now.
Don't you?
Had a million treats now.
Come on, sweetheart, let's go in your bed. Well, have you thought that maybe he's
bet
because he's...
You anyway. Well, he can do that when I'm out. He can do all he wants. He can go to town. Can have a party for all I.
Give him all his treats.
Yes, I gave him about a million treats. I did.
That little bone.
Yes.
Little bone.
And I gave him one of those cute little paws because I love him.
They are cute, don't they?
They're the
Well,
adorablest.
what he'll want now is because we're having something to eat now.
No, he
so-
doesn't want anything. He's just been disturbed because I told him off about that.
No. I'll give you a little foot paw.
Oh man!
Just to make sure that everybody's
Look at this pastry.
Excuse me, you want to make sure everybody's not upset with him. So.
Oh yes, that's.
Because, you know, I am talking the way I'm talking.
He doesn't think you're upset. He always knows that.
Anyway.
I'm the one that's going to be in
past-
trouble. He always knows that.
Anyway.
I'm the one that's going to be in
past-
trouble.
Going past all the ants of a dog.
The dog's fine.
I said going past it, Kirsty, which means I'm no longer talking about it. That's what going past it, Kirsty, which means I'm no longer talking about it. That's what going past it.
Well, I am.
Put that on top of the orange thing.
I was gonna.
Well, quite often I find it on top of my stuff, which ruined my artwork.
So I always put it there.
I know, exactly, I know.
Not on the artwork. I read that one.
Well, it shouldn't be there anyway, if you put it where you just done it now. And put it on top of my anything. He's a good boy. How are you, sweetie? I'm just going to sit here, sweetheart, because I can't see everything. I'm stressed out.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go get changed real quick.
As another hour will have to wait.
Good to see you, though. Yeah, I've been very nice to him, so he's fine. He's a good boy. Let's see what you have to say. I honestly feel terrible. That I can't help. I really don't find it interesting, but I would help if I could support you. You deserve it. And your work is great, honestly. This is worth saying. You don't find what interesting, my art, but you say you like it. I don't know whether to be offended or flattered. Another hour, she says. Wish this was my bedroom. I'd get all the Wi-Fi I wanted in here. But no, my bedroom has to be over there where there's no Wi-Fi. Far away from the router as possible. How disgusting is that? That's the problem now. Apart from, I'm presuming you're one of those people who's only really interested in seeing my body and shit. That's the problem. I mean, aside from this stuff, nobody would be interested, really. Not really sure that's what you mean. I mean, I have an art channel, but I bet that won't get any views until about a million more years. We've been waiting for Wi-Fi boosters for years. It's good to get away. No offense, but I'm actually sick of talk. I'm actually bored of it now. How much more can you talk about it, really? I mean, we've already complained to death about it. I'm actually quite bored of it now. We've got it sorted now. I really don't want to. Not to you. I'm talking about the whole pharmacy incident and prescription incident. I'm actually quite sick of it now. Advertise your art channel here. I think I have. Well, the channel is called Royal Rose Art. I don't know who you are, sorry. Scooper Pooper or whatever you're called. Super Pooper? I don't know, Super Pooper Productions. Well, you should try living in the middle of nowhere in the US if you think you have bad internet. Well, it's not really bad, it's just that it's a big house, so I'm presuming routers are only really designed for small houses. Because if I go to another room, you can't get it. Then anyway, so the art channel is called Royal Rose Art. I don't really know how to reach people who would be interested in my art stuff, so some of the people on here I think are interested in my art. They could go check it out. The thing is about my art channel is I'm not really going to be showing me. But also I was kind of hoping to mix stuff rather than have like a million channels dotted around. It'd be nice to sort of mix all the stuff, all the interests in one channel. It would be easier. And then it'd be like something for everyone. It's hard to target the people I need though. Oh, that's my coat, that isn't it? I wondered where it had gone. It's over there. I was hoping this would be my room. It used to be when I was a child. No, it's a gym room. A failed one. Look at these lovely pink dumbbells that I found at a charity shop. Aren't they lovely? I've always wanted pink dumbbells like this. They are so light, but heavy enough just to do some light lifting. And they match my collar. You just have to look for furries online. Keep at it. Furries. I wouldn't know how to target furries. Or if they'd even like me. They haven't so far. Stupid guitar. It's terrible really, but I have to go because I gotta go eat. I'm not even really that hungry. I need to go and take 2 of my friends. Okay, well if everybody's gonna leave, I may as well go now anyway. I gotta go. Okay. I will look at the video if it works. I'll do it right now if it works. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I gotta eat and get changed. And I'm really tired. It'll be nice to relax now for the evening. So, I may live stream on a different day. I'm not sure about tomorrow, but maybe, probably, maybe, possibly Wednesday or Thursday, if I feel up to it. I say Wednesday because I'll have my makeup on from going out in the first place, and hopefully I'll do it better today. Do it better than today. Hopefully my hair will have also been washed so it doesn't look as flat as hell. I can't wait to have my hair done. I want my hair cut and coloured would be nice. Just flat and boring. I need a fringe. So I'm gonna go and I'll see you guys later and I'll show more art later. Also remember, I don't just do furry art, I also do realistic art as well. Like of pets and people and buildings and houses, that sort of thing. So if anybody wants to commission me for that sort of thing as well, or I could like draw a big fat guy or girl for you if you wanted. Remember, for money, I don't do art for free, because some people are so cheeky as to ask me for free art, even knowing that it's my freaking living. I do it for a living, so it's really cheeky that people ask me for free art. I'm kind of past that stage now of doing free art. I was forced to do free art as a kid. I wanted to charge at least £1 as a child, because my drawings were pretty good for a child, and everybody wanted me to draw them something. So, anyway, so if you wanna commission me, that's great, or just donate and I'll draw you something. And if you want to become a Patreon as well, it's Royal Rose Wolf on there. I have usually links in descriptions. You can look at other videos. I have the links to these things in other ones, not in every single one, but most of them. And the art channel is Royal Rose Art, but don't refer to me as a real name on there. So that's great, because I share it with my roleplay peeps and I don't want them to know who I really am. So it would be better. Okay, so I better go. See you later.